Okay, so I'm gonna do a run through of the daily. This is my first run through, and this is a test to see if the microphone is working better with my headphones. So this is a pro turn skip. I lined it up right with that tree in a neutral wind. I aim down a little bit and I just send it pretty much straight at that tree, and that is a terrible, terrible throw. I probably went too low on that throw. I'm going to throw it over. So I went too low. I'm going to do this now, create less turn, and that was my problem. I adjusted the height too much. I like to go roller in every wind. I go Ballista Pro, roll, glide, just about there. And I usually get plenty of distance to give me a great eagle look. The only thing here is sometimes the elevation can be a little tricky, but from 28 meters, it shouldn't really be a problem. I wait for it to center, and right down the middle. So this is light extra glide Ballista Pro all day. I move the slider to the right with a slight 2 wind. I'll go here. I don't put any hyzer on it. I don't put any anhyzer on it. I just let it go. And pretty much anywhere I land within the 30-meter range, I feel comfortable. I try not to overthink this hole. Right down the center from 27 meters. So I'm going to try an ace run with it. For an ace run, I go accurate extra glide compass. I move the slider over. I hyzer it about halfway. And that is a hole I've never aced. So I just play it safe down the right. I go big skip Ballista. I give it one of those real quick. I try to get it within 32 meters would be ideal, even closer. 32 meters is perfect. So I just have to make sure that I'm straight, my aim is straight, and that it's centered right there, right down the middle. This is extra glide accurate musket all day. In a neutral wind, I would line it up right with the top of this tree, but with a 2 wind, I'm going to move it over slightly. I've been off on that. I get into modes where I'm just running that for aces, but lately, I don't know, it's gotten in my head a little. Swamp hole. This is roll extra glide Ballista Pro. I line it up with the arrows, that middle arrow right about there. Now with the 2 wind blowing to the right like that, I'm going to hyzer it a little more than I normally would, right about there. and that should land perfectly to give me the eagle. For me, I don't run this. I know some people, they try to run this basket, but I play it safe, and this is a perfect play for my Fade Pioneer. I line it up right there. I go about halfway, a little more, and I just let it fade right at the basket. That's my play on this hole every time. I don't bother running it. I take my easy two, I move on. So, in a neutral wind, I guess in a daily, I like to run it. I go with the big skip, glide, ballista. I try not to go all the way down because I don't want that turn. On full power, the ballista will turn, so I go slightly less than full power. Ugh, so close.